Live.
All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is a Salem New World by Darkness scene. If you are not 18 or up, please stop viewing this. We begin with the changelings who have just taken a pledge together, having gone out into town to learn the layout and noticing their favorite asshole that they had to leave the community block party is outside the police station in an argument with Dawn. And we can start with any of you three.
So, Kadar will look over at Hunter and shake his head. Something is wrong with him.
Hunter will look at him and just stare for a moment.
Hunter, you as a beast, I'm going to give you what they're saying. Basically, the girl is wanting to go to some religious event of hers, like she does every week, and the man is saying, "Oh, you don't need religion. You and your religion are ruining everything, just like your birth did."
Hunter will shake his head, look at his king.
When
Is that the one?
That's the man, he is cold, and Alex said that he saw demon wings on him. Evil.
He has not a mask, nor do the mists surround him. I take a deep breath in.
Uh,
I look at him. I try and feel for his ambient glamour. Does he give
all
off glamour?
He does not give off glamour. You feel disgusted, dirty. You feel like you need to go scrub yourself raw after sensing him out. On a side note, while doing that, you have noticed he's actually grabbed on by the arm now and raised his other hand.
Like, he's like
Like
grabbing
he's
the.
about to strike her.
Okay. Well, Kadar will walk up, or I guess he'll like jog up. Oh, hey there, Don.
He turns and as he says, "What the fuck do you want?" You hear like almost like religious style chanting from her, and this is what this role was for, and you see him actually get knocked back on his ass, and he's just looking at her stunned.
Kadar will step between the two. So, Don, you want to go get a soda pop?
I'd like a beer and a joint, but I don't think you're gonna let me have that.
Come over here. I'll kind of guide her away from him.
Hunter will stand over the fallen body for a moment, looking down at him.
He'll actually act like he's getting up, and she goes, "If you don't want to taste the celestial again, you will stay down." And he'll kind of curl back up.
Uh, while taking her away, Katar's like, "Hey, we need to get whatever that is. If I don't know if that's your real dad or if your dad's held somewhere, or if like
My father is
there's something."
gone. Whatever that is, where's his skin?
Well,
Is
we need.
this like daytime?
Yeah, it's daytime, but you will notice during the daytime, besides the Hunter NPC, Eye for Eye, and Dawn, there's not many people around outside the police station.
Well, we
That
need.
that yeah.
We
She's
need to
like,
get that thing.
Hmm. Hunter will reach down, um, with what appears to be with a small pocket knife, grab a chunk of a bit of his hair and slice it. Put in his pocket and walk off. Walk off after Kato.
the man, as soon as you do that, actually will get up and he'll be like, "I'm gonna take you for everything you're worth. You can have the little bitch," and stomp off. Like I'm his to give. She'll kind of mutter.
Yeah, well, that thing being DA is going to cause a lot of problems, and I think that we need to
Don't
take
worry, I
that
have a blade for him as soon as this is handled.
as- What do you mean you're going to, like, stab him?
She'll look at Kadar. She goes, "We all have our roles to play and our duties we are bound to."
Yeah,
You
but
sound angry. Angry is good.
She actually is angry. Y'all actually are getting glamour off her for it.
and that guy seemed like he was pretty mad. Did we get some glamour from him?
His was false madness. His wasn't
Oh, okay.
real.
Cool.
His was like he was simulating old emotions the man felt, but he wasn't authentically feeling them anymore.
Absolutely. So, I mean, what you're gonna do is righteous vengeance, and we don't want to let his taint continue. So we will help.
Do you even know what he is?
I shrug. He's wrong. I know that.
It doesn't matter what he is.
Are you religious at all?
I don't know. Don't really feel like I got a lot of help from God in where I was, so I guess so.
I have faith in myself.
Well, I mean that. Have you ever read the Bible in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I used to go to church when I was a little kid, but
That was a servant of the Legion.
like the devil.
Yes.
Hunter will stare uncaringly.
She'll kind of look over at Hunter and she'll go, "You don't really talk much, do you? At least you're not running from me like that Jack fellow did when I tried talking to him." And
Jack
yes,
fellow?
she just compared you to a winter quarter. He was at the community block party. He was the ice elemental dude.
I do not know that name.
I don't know. He was with you, other Taken.
Ah, so you know what we are.
I can see what you are, yes.
What are you?
I believe the term one of your friends used was will worker.
Another title which means nothing.
I'm a witch, she says.
Better.
So, why is your friend so hot? And she's like, she takes her jacket off as she asks that, looking at Kadar.
What you see is what you see. Hunter shrugs.
Kadar will also kind of shrug. Do you want our help or not?
Sure, I'll take whatever I can get.
Can you use like wizardy magic twinkle powers or whatever and figure out where this
I can use rituals, yes.
and figure out if there are any others connected to this, if we can beat that thing out of them?
I know of two so far. One is, you know that old bridge in the woods? I see a lot of you guys hang out around it at midnight. There's one that hangs out there, and then there's my dad, which he would be in his office. Or, at the brothel.
Well, I guess you know his patterns. We kind of need to, I guess, get him maybe not in his office. It'll probably be real obvious if we have a fight there.
Yeah. The brothel knows me. I've been in there a couple of times, but she'll actually roll a joint from her pocket and light it up as she talks to you. Hunt.
Hunter will look at her like, are you a whore?
No. My stepmother works there.
So your stepmother is the whore.
One of the ones he fucks, yes. They only know me because I protest them a lot. No offense, but all that fucking, it kind of leads to distraction from training.
Yeah.
She looks at Kadar. Not that I would know, I'm technically a kid. Let's go.
Hunter will look at Dawn and raise an eyebrow. You protest the brothel?
Yeah, I don't see the point of just fucking all the time for money. I mean, there's no true connection to the other person if it's all just for the bill.
I do not understand you. You are a confused thing.
Maybe.
Do you have faith?
Yes, I have my own faith.
John 15:12.
She'll chuckle. I know the Bible, doesn't mean I'm Christian.
Ah.
So, what is your belief system?
She'll look at Law. I worship Isis.
Afternoon, Doctor.
Afternoon.
The doctor will see the teenager smoking a joint again, and her hand is shaky. I have a medical card, she immediately says as soon as she sees the doctor's coat.
I don't have any interest in making teenagers' lives more difficult.
Okay, well, we're about to go kill something in the DA or the DA or whatever. He's got a demon in him and it's gotta go.
He has to go home sometime. When he is home, we'll come for him at night.
I'll have to go get the key off my cousin. I haven't lived with my father in about 6 years.
We don't need the key.
Okay, if you say so. She's looking, she goes, by the way, I don't know your names, and I don't want to use the word I was using for you originally because it freaked a lot of those icy people out.
You don't need to know our names.
She looks at you and she goes, do I just call you boy then?
That would definitely be racist.
She didn't mean it in a racist term. She's asking for something to call you when she's directing her words at you.
That is exactly what he does in character. Says it out loud, face palms himself.
We are but humble gentlemen, strangers in how was it best said? I heard a line, like two ships sailing past each other in the middle of the night.
What does Hunter's Fey mean look like, by the way? His changeling form, not his human.
Oh, he's changing form? A bit like his normal form, but skin is grey with fur. With fur. Underneath the hair is more eyes staring out like a spider's. Where his two incisors would be, there'd be kind of mandible fangs.
She keeps looking at Hunter and she's giggling almost. She goes, I'm gonna call you Beast, like in the Disney movie.
You see too much.
I see all in this town.
That is a problem. Some of us like our privacy.
It's not something I fully have learned to control yet. The sight's a little hard to turn off.
It would be best if you were to learn. There are some things which should not be seen.
Uh,
There are some connections which are way too intimate. Some things which are ours and ours alone.
yeah. Okay.
You have yours, we have ours.
The minute you say that, she actually touches one of the scars that you can see around her at the collar of her uniform. She's like, yeah. So, does the doc have a use here, or is he, like, support?
Before the doctor answers, Hunter steps closer to her. So I need you to say something first before we continue.
Oh, God. Are you going to be like Lynn and make me pledge?
More things that you should not know, but you do. More things that make you more of a risk than you understand. More knowledge which is more harmful to you than it is beneficial.
She'll blow the smoke at you, and she'll put her joint out on her shoe, and she'll go, all right, what do you want from me? Let's get this over with.
I want you to give your word that you mean us no harm. Nor do you have ill intentions towards our kind.
I mean you no harm and have no ill intention to your kind. But if one of you draw a blade against me, I will draw it back.
That is fair enough. Pledge is created.
She really means no harm to the changelings at all. She's not fucking Evan's character.
Congratulations. She feels slightly younger. Her memory is just that much better. And she can tell which way north is.
Woohoo. She'll actually look around. You notice, though, her hand is shaking a little more.
Hunter will look at Kadar now.
Yeah. Okay, you can call me whatever you want to. I don't really care. We can, I guess, go wait at your house or go, if he walks to the brothel, if there's an alleyway, we can wait there too.
There's an alley. I know it well. Let's go. I'm going to just call you Big Guy, because you're really big.
He shrugs, yeah.
At first she thinks you're hot. Then she thinks you're big. What is... I think you are in.
She looks at Hunter. Oh God, you thought I meant it like that? She like turns completely red. No. I'm sure he's a very nice guy, but he is not my type. I like warriors and like honorable warriors, not guys that look like they would smash a guy's face in a bar fight.
He pulls himself up to his full height and he goes, I am an honorable knight. I am well regarded for doling out justice.
When he's saying this, I'm just shaking my head yes behind him, like.
Okay.
And he puts his hand out in front of her face. He's like, "Don't besmirch my honor again." And he'll turn.
What was it trying to? I'm sorry. She'll keep walking. When you walk with her, you'll notice a lot of kids in same uniform as her will actually move across the street as if to avoid her.
She's not popular.
You say that like kids don't cross the street to avoid us.
Some of them would, yeah. Hunter, with your senses, you would hear them whispering about how she survived and how that was impossible.
You are too vulgar. little worker.
Hmm?
Too many people know your name, know your face.
No
That
one
is,
knows my name.
but what they do know is disgusting. There is too much free knowledge around here, and that makes me angry.
I can't control what the media reports on me. That old guy that was with you guys at the party, I was friends with his kid. We went to school together.
The shooting.
That's what they're talking about. I was one of the 3 survivors.
Nods and nods.
She'll actually, yeah, she'll pull the collar of her shirt down and over some and show you the rest of the scars, which any of y'all with any firearms would know they're scars from bullets.
I am sorry, son of a whore, but I do not wish to see your tits.
She'll look at you and go, "That wasn't an offer to see my tits."
Those are bullet wounds.
Yep, 4 gunshots to the chest. I was also stabbed 13 times.
Kadar shrugs, who hasn't been stabbed a bunch.
It was definitely a new experience for me. Come on, she'll show you. The brothel actually looks more like a movie theater with just a big sign that says "Girls, Girls, Girls" on it. And she'll take you down a really small, like, nasty-looking alley. It looks like everybody vomits and pisses down in it. And there's 2 boys sitting there playing cards on a turned-over crate.
Before he goes down there, Kadar is going to, like, I don't know, like, throw some trash cans or, like, random stuff while they were walking, like, out in the street, so it would be difficult for people to drive through there.
It's too small to drive through.
Oh, not in the
Like,
alleyway. I mean in the road.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you get up there, the boys look over at you guys. They go, "We don't need a doctor here. You sure they're not, narcs?"
Kadar is just gonna, like, walk up to the little kids.
I say kids, but, like, the youngest of the 2 looks like maybe 19.
Oh, well, that's real different, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Kadar is, like, weird 5. He's just, like, rolling up on them real scary.
They kind of jump up. They pat Dawn on the back and say, "See you later, handmaiden," and run off. "You're useful," is all she says, looking at Kadar. Alright, so they unlock this door at 8 p.m. You have 10 minutes to prepare, and then we can slip in.
Are they in there now?
She'll look around some. She's like, "That's my dad's car over there, so yeah, he's probably in there." It's a very nice car, too. One, if any of y'all like to drive nice, shiny things, would like either driving or wrecking.
How many people do you reckon are in this building?
Let's see, him, my stepmom, the 2 girls that are my dad's regulars, and the manager. I'd say at least 5 to 6 people total. I could drive
Interesting.
some out if you want.
You care not for this building?
Nope, I don't care about it at all.
Okay.
You're probably the only one who could hurt it anyway, because of the pledge I took with you and Lynn. I can't, because it's owned by a changeling. And that still affects, even though that changeling's left town.
Interesting. More information that you should not know.
I don't know. He had a pretty big ego. He liked to put in everybody's face how great he was.
Let us wait out here for him. At that stage, Hunter will step back, lean against the wall, and go still.
Dawn will actually pick up the cards that were left behind, and she'll start like playing with them, stacking them up, and making a card house out of them.
But no, it's odd when Hunter goes still. He goes almost eerily still, like almost perfect stillness.
Mm-hmm. She's
Like
trying to ignore you.
Kadar starts like rolling his arm in a circle, like stretching out just his right arm, flexing his hand.
So, you don't have to give me the information, but could I ask a question about you guys?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Speaking of the one that owns this building, he was no face. Like, he looked like he had the drama masks. And he was always talking about how rich and beautiful he was. What the fuck kind is that?
It is a none of your business kind.
Okay. As soon as she has her card house built, she flicks it over and then sets the cards on fire with a match. And you hear the door click. Alright, we can go in now.
Okay. He opens the will the guy just walk out through here? Can we just wait for him to come out, or is he gonna go some other way?
He'll probably go out the front.
Let us go in then.
Alright, let's go.
This is the employee entrance. The only reason I get to use it is if I get hungry and want some food.
We'll try to you go first and try to like make sure people don't see us coming in.
Okay. She says she'll whistle when it's safe to come in. I need to do something. That's your sheet, not my sheet.
Actually, as she steps in, Hunter will step in as well.
When you come in, it's actually a small kitchen area she's in, and you notice she stopped immediately when she's come in, and she has both hands outstretched in front of her towards the employees. You can see through a slice in the wall where food's passed through. Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm actually as I'm walking, I'm activating contract.
That's fine. I'm giving you a brief description of what you're saying. After a while of chanting, you don't know in what language, her hands are actually glowing, and she's started to whistle to signal you guys to come in.
Okay. Well, come in.
2 successes, 2 cuckoo's ruse.
Okay, what are you doing? I don't remember that one.
Basically, I've convinced the building, and, well, the security systems of said building that, well, I own the place.
Oh, they think you're laughing, Sam. That's great.
Pretty much.
Kadar, as you come in, you notice the glow, like sparks of fire coming off her hands as she shakes. God, that always burns. Okay, they should not see you guys as you walk through now, except for you. You came in before I finished the ritual. And she motions at Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter shrugs.
Well, then I'll just start walking then if they're not going to see me.
Yeah,
one
she
second.
used one of her invisibilities.
Dawn. Generic. Well, Dawn would see Hunter. Well, she'd see Hunter for a moment, and with her mage sight, since she obviously has one up, if she can see through the mask, she would also see maybe another figure superimposed over him. Maybe a different person, someone slender, maybe one of the whores or something, as if he has like another illusion covering himself, he's a regular here.
She's actually moved fairly close to Hunter's face, and she's squinting at him. Neat trick, and then she'll move away.
Hunter rubs his nose slightly, but yep. Where do we go from here?
She's showing you through a door that leads out to the open area. The open area is looks like a normal restaurant, and you go up the steps. You know, one girl yells "Hey" at you and waves, and then goes back to working. And then she shows you to a very large wooden door with a sign that looks like a pair of red lips that says 13 on it.
Hunter will walk on in.
The DA is sitting there. He's drinking straight from a Jack Daniels bottle. His eyes are blood red. There's black veins going down his face. And what you could assume is another changeling that worked here is dead on the bed. Her chest has been completely ripped open, and there's huge chunks bitten out of her heart and her lungs.
We see your dad in like a dead changeling?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's enough blood on him you can assume who killed her.
I'm going to hit him. Immediately, going into rounds. I'm just going to punch him.
Okay. Roll. Actually, wait, I gotta roll for you. That's a dex roll.
Well, no. First, I need you to roll me 10 dice. I'm spending a glamour. It's the reflexive action.
Yeah.
You're gonna have more than 10 dice. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I think it's add 4 for fate.
Ones do not subtract.
I know.
I'm tossing favored fate onto him and losing a glamour. He gets plus 4 dice.
Okay
2
then.
successes. 3, 4 successes. Additional one would roll additional dice.
Okay. So roll 4 more.
No, one more additional dice. There's a 10 there. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
1, 2,
I just
3,
saw
4,
the 10. I'm like, okay.
5.
You just seem to punch better when I'm around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4, 5.
5 successes.
5. So I have 5
Exceptional.
extra strength. And because my activation of my power was exceptional, you re-roll all 8, 9s, and 10s on my next strength roll. So go ahead and hit him.
Oh God.
With 14 dice.
Yeah, I just did that math. I'm like, oh shit, 14 fucking dice. Oh!
Hey, 1 second, minus his defense. If he's actively defending.
No, the lawyer is not actively defending. He doesn't know what y'all surprised him. You came in the fucking room and he was there.
All right, then re-roll 6. Yeah, give me 6 more dice.
Oh no, hang on. Clear that, then roll the dice. Oh no.
Okay. What's happening? Okay.
How many successes was that
7,
initially?
8, 9. 6 successes originally, and 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s reroll with this power he had.
No, it's just 8, 9s, and 10s.
Yeah.
Because 7's not a success, is it?
No, it's not a
I thought
success.
you said 7.
No,
Okay.
No, it's 8, 9s, and 10s.
So
Okay.
reroll once more. Reroll that 10 again. Reroll that
Okay.
9.
Yep.
Reroll that 8. Okay.
Yay.
So that's 9 successes of damage.
Yeah, take 9 lethal.
Okay, you knock him all the way off the chair. He slides across the floor. he now has blood on his face that is not the dead changeling girl's, and he's like snarling and hissing, and he's got a long forked tongue.
1 second. As he does that, I'm gonna walk over and just.
The minute his daughter comes in the room, he starts actually trying to hide behind you, Hunter.
3, 5, 6, 7.
Like, between Hunter and the bed, he's scrambling towards the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a glamour and fickle shake him.
Wow!
Ow!
Wow!
Ow!
Wow!
That was the fell. What were you trying to do?
That was.
That's a dramatic failure, I believe.
That's not a dramatic failure, no.
That's just a failure. It's dramatic failure if it's all ones.
Yeah, it's really hard to get if you have a lot of those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Forgot 1 dice. Success. Alright, do me a favor. Roll stamina.
For this guy? Yeah,
Yes.
his stamina's not that high. Ow!
Take 9. Take 9 lethal.
He falls over. He's like laying there bleeding and crying. And you notice Dawn has pulled a very intricate knife that has... It's not glamour, but it's something that looks similar to glamour to you guys on it.
You only got 1 success and you dealt 9 lethal? That's savage.
Yeah, this guy's almost died from you, asshole.
That's 10 lethal. I got a success.
Yeah.
Savage.
She looks at the doctor and she goes, "You might want to look towards the door for this. It's not going to be pretty. A life paid for in life."
I'm just gonna close the door since everyone's inside.
Actually, 1 second. As you guys go to close the door, you notice that there isn't actually a door there. Hang on 1 second. Let me just. Last 1 dice. Yep, there is no door there. Just a wall.
Nice.
Oh, that's convenient.
I'm gonna do a roll for this guy real fast. Okay. You kind of see his body is like morphing under the wounds, by the way. And there's like scales and like little spiked claw talon things sprouting. And he's just hissing at Dawn and at Hunter now also.
Does he seem like he's like still really in it, or does he look like he's like almost dead, or what? Like
he looks like a almost dead wolf that's been cornered. Is the best way to describe it.
1 second. Should we go initiative rounds now?
If you want, I mean, he's not that hard to kill. He's got like basic human stats with like 1 good demon ability.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just going to grapple him so that Dawn can give him a shanking.
Okay, we need to roll for you to grapple him. Let me open your sheet back up.
Spend another glamour, give him +4 dice.
So, to get past Hunter to grapple him, would that be a dex or a strength?
That would be neither. I'm quite happy to stand aside.
Okay. I'm going to just make you roll a brawl then. How much does that give him bonus on brawl for what you're doing? 4? Okay.
Well,
it's always 4.
Actually, before, he gave me a +4 to my next roll, and my next roll is actually going to be to give myself bonus strength again.
How much is that total? 10?
I have 10 dice for that roll, yes.
Okay.
And so it's 14 dice.
Yes.
Oh my god! Jesus fucking Christ! And let me guess, all successes re-rolled?
Well, no. For this roll, only 10s are re-rolled.
Okay, so that's 3.
Oh.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Sure. So I got 6 strength, and then my next strength roll, re-roll all successes.
Okay, so 6 plus 5.
Plus 4 is 15. The grappler arm.
Yeah, you grapple him. Okay. Since he's grappled, this isn't going to be a very high difficulty for Dawn either.
It's like super grappled.
4, 5. Okay. Pretty much the next scene you see is Dawn, almost as if she's done it before, cutting his chest open perfectly and then piercing his heart. Oh, like a puppy. And she pretty much has begun stabbing it over and over again. You are also getting 4 glamour summer quarters off this.
Sweet.
Which her eyes have dazed over, and the doctor would know she is having some kind of flashback.
If the doctor goes to stop her, I'll put my hand on the doctor's shoulder. Let it happen.
Let it go.
Oh my god, and then the summer quarters start singing Let
I
It
know
Go.
better than to
Let
mess
the
with
rage
you.
flow. I'm gonna also give you something. Your glamour is nice and full that you're also seeing her familiar now. Which is just like sitting there watching, almost amused by what it's singing. Doctor can't see it, only Kadar and Hunter can see it.
He's just letting her go to town until she's...
She's going to town. She does not stop until her hand is like so soaked with blood she can't hold the knife anymore.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm just writing
down.
down what we need to do to clean up this room. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
doing
just-
right now.
I'm just waiting for her to tuck herself out.
Yep. What does the guy still feel like a demon, or does it feel like that part was gone, or do we feel it escaping, or what's happening?
Now that he is dead, all you're holding is a weird mutated mummified husk. With blood all over it, is what it looks like. And Dawn looks down at her hands, walks over to the sink, and starts repeatedly scrubbing and muttering dirty.
Alright, Kadar will, I guess, sit the guy on the ground. And he'll look over sadly now at the changeling that was killed by this guy that he was feeding on.
There's not much that sticks out about her. She's got green skin, flowers in her hair. She was a flowerling, and she's got a nice stack of $100 bills by her bed.
Correction, had a stack of $100 bills.
Yeah. As soon as Dawn has washed as much of the blood as she could get off of herself, you notice she is kneeled down by the changeling's bed, and she is saying some kind of prayer now. She's also laid a coin over each eye of the changeling. We need to clean this up.
Yeah.
I can make it where they can't see it for a while, but it would look odd if I buy what's needed.
Kadar will take the body of the chick and the body of the mummified dude, and he will wrap them up inside of the comforter on the bed.
1 second. Hunter will look at you both and raise an eyebrow. You honestly think this house of ill repute would want police to scour its halls?
I'm not going to take any chances.
There are
That
police
is-
that actually come here as customers.
And do you think that they would actually give up this place?
I don't know how men and their dicks work.
People have much shame for what they do. It is sickening.
Huh. You'll notice she pats the wolf-like creature's head, and she's like, "No, we're not taking them on a hunt." Of course, Doctor, all you see is her patting air.
The Kadar says, "If we're hunting those things," he looks at the wolf, "I will come." And he'll nod.
Sounds good to me.
Oh yeah, this thing has telepathy. The next thing all three of you hear is, "Come on, mistress, you know you like companionship." Lord's face is great for this scene. So, Dawn will help y'all move everything out. She will.
Actually, no. Hunter says, "Do you want the boy to disappear?"
She'll look at Kadar. "My father's corpse is long gone. That creature you have with your sister, Ken, is all yours to do with as you like."
Yep, Hunter would go to the door, or go to the wall, tap on it slightly, open what appears to be a door which wasn't there before. And there is thorns beyond that door.
You will notice the minute she sees that, Dawn actually backs up and looks scared.
That's a normal reaction.
Plus, she's like, I passed my trials. I'm gonna just wait at this end of the room till you're done.
Kada, would you like to do the honors?
I think he's talking off camera. Give him a moment.
If Kada doesn't, Hunter will. One hand grabbing the back of the pants, the other back of the neck.
And in they go. The wolf creature looks at Hunter, looks towards the door, looks as if it's contemplating something, and Dawn screams, "Don't you dare! You know how long those marks took to heal?" And it does like a snort thing, like a dog would. And you can tell it's laughing at her.
Kadar will definitely throw that guy's body. Very, very...
Alright, so you throw the corpses into the hedge.
No, I throw his corpse into the hedge. I don't throw her corpse into the hedge.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll her up and go deliver her to Lynn.
Okay, that's fine.
Sounds good.
Is there anything else you want to find in the room?
I'd like to find $1 million.
Y'all got $1,000 off that nightstand. Only other.
Kadar will ask again, "Your wolf wishes to hunt, and we will hunt with you. Do you hunt, or are you done?"
We'll hunt. Whatever Fenrir does, I do.
"And you can find more of these?" Kadar asks. He points where he threw the guy into the brambles.
She nods. She's like, "Yeah, I kind of know what that is. I don't know what it's called, but Fenrir helped me out when I got near some."
"Then we will find them.
Don't go near it.
Do not go near it without them. But we will hunt with you. We must first bring this to Lynn."
Hold on.
And he holds up the...
Well, I'm going to tell you the only thing that sticks out is a picture of the changeling that y'all have the body of with Dawn and Jake's child.
Oh,
There's no computer in the room or files or
There's no
folders.
computer in the room. There's a foot locker, and when you open it, there's like a pile of clothes and a disposable cell phone. This girl lived really underground for Salem. Donald kind of motioned y'all to follow her, and she goes, "Come on. We can take her to Lynn or Grub, but she needs to be buried."
How come everyone knows each other's names?
I don't know.
Pathetic.
She looks at Hunter. She's like, "No one knows each other's real names." Did you really think
What they
Dawn
do know
and
is too
Jealous?
much.
She kind of chuckles. The wolf goes, "Only nicknames."
All right. As they head out, Hunter grabs himself a coffee. Apparently.
She'll look at Hunter and she goes, "I do a lot of work for Lynn since I can see things Lynn can't see, so she kind of finds me useful."
Hunter shakes his head.
There are things that hide in human form that aren't human and are much more dangerous than what we just dealt with was.
Yes, I hope we find the more dangerous one so our kind stops being the target. Let us stop talking and move forward.
Yeah, you're walking as you talk. She actually shows you to the bridge and looks around. She's like, "The kid's not here. But like I said, I see a lot of your kind around here as well as him."
Tell me about the kid.
The kid was actually advanced courses at my school. He was there during the shooting. He was one of the shooters.
Do you have anything related to this kid?
She kind of looks nervous and she takes a bracelet off her hand. It's like those best friend charm bracelets. It's one of those. Yep. She has, and it's got 5 charms on it, and she hands it to you. We each have one of these, a matching set. Granted, I was kicked out.
Sniffs it. Looks at her.
Yeah, there's multiple scents. Like, her scent smells like jasmine. This boy smells like Old Spice, You
do not have a hairbrush or anything.
I didn't know him that well. I mean, all we did was play a game and talk.
Where did he live?
I don't know.
All right.
I could find out from Mel, the detective.
Okay. Can you give him a call now?
I need to go to the police station to talk to him. I don't have a cell phone. On a side note, Kadar and Dr. Hunter might know this. I don't know how much lore the Freehold your character has. You will know this bridge is actually the entranceway to the Goblin Markets.
Mm. Alright, so you normally hangs around this bridge?
Besides this kid and some of your kind, no. I mean, Grub came and got me before you guys even showed up because she saw this kid around and didn't know who he was. I had to chase him off a couple of times for But that was before he went all weird.
Kadar will look at the wolf and he'll say, "Have you scented them? Can we hunt by your senses?"
It'll look over at you and go, I only know what my mistress knows. Their scent
You
is
know,
disturbing. It's changed. It's vile.
you have that scent, correct? And
But
he
it's all
has-
over Salem, especially through there. And he'll motion to some large bushes. They smell like
Hunter, walk over.
hay.
Walk over to the bushes.
Besides the weird black gooey vines like the school shooting and stuff, you will also notice there is part of the hedge through these bushes. And it looks like this
So
stuff is trying to grow over it and into it.
Right. So it appears like a keyed gate or something.
Yes, it's a keyed gate. Someone's trying to seal it off, and this is whatever these plants are that gives off the same scent as these has broken that seal and is actually trying to invade the hedge.
Yeah, I'll pull out the pocket knife again and just try and carve away at the black vines. Actually, no, screw it. I'll just grab like vines in my hands and start pulling them off.
These vines, it feels like you've put your hands in car battery acid almost when you grab them. It burns
Gotcha.
that badly.
It burns if I contact them.
Yeah, these aren't normal plants.
Like I've got my hands covered.
Yeah, like you. I think you would know what car acid from a battery feels like. Your changeling would.
Yes, I have felt it before. Not
Yeah.
pleasant.
You're a good thing Dr. Carl's here.
That's right. I'm actually holding to some third-degree burns currently. Not pleasant stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. See what I can do. Opens up the med kit and starts pulling a few things out.
Kadar, you want to
Hunter,
examine it any?
Yeah, I mean, Kadar will look.
Don't
at
worry
it
about
over.
it.
Roll. Look at all those sixes and sevens. At least I get to re-roll the 9 and the 10.
All right.
Yeah.
So. Get to re-roll the 9s. Get to re-roll the 9. 5 successes.
What were you doing
Sweet,
to
yeah.
him?
Applying medical
I think
attention.
he's clearly.
Okay.
All right, so you're washing it off or something.
Well,
With my
like the
first aid
first,
kit.
your first aid kit, the first thing you notice is this clear substance all over his hands where the burn marks are appearing. So you pour water on it and rinse it off. Then you apply some anti-burn cream and you bandage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that works.
It hurts less now. Thank you, I guess.
Pharmaceutical time. Pull out a few pills.
Fair enough.
Actually, Dawn has pulled out pills from a little bottle also and offered you one.
Sorry, but I don't do ecstasy.
It's not ecstasy. She'll offer you the bottle to let you
Then
see
it's
it.
not
It's an
worth
actual.
doing.
It's an actual prescription bottle. Fine, be that way. I was trying to be pleasant.
Hunter will look at her and say, I don't put things in me.
Doc, you want to explain what a lore tab is to him?
With 4 successes, I'm going to pull out some of my own powdered medicine. Crushed tablets and other things. This should take care of the pain. It's like a pitsy stick. Just try to put it in your
There
saliva.
is no pain. Just look at the door. I am fine.
Fenrir will whisper to Hunter, they don't understand how us true warriors are, us men of the nature and hunt. Mistress is kind. No offense, but Fenrir just sees you as another animal. Yeah.
So what does Kadar see?
Kadar will see the same thing as, everyone else sees. If you continue looking around near the bushes, it'll be like Dawn was here, age 6, carved near it. Yeah, there's somebody has taken stones and broken bricks and tried to pile it up so nobody could walk into these bushes. So whoever has been doing this knows sort of what it is, but they don't know the full power of it.
Okay.
Alright, Hunter will... Do you know what lays beyond this wall?
Nightmares. Big things with yellow eyes that call your name.
Kadar,
So you do know what is behind this wall. You know death lies behind that wall. The things which come in the night lie behind that wall. Nightmares and dark fantasies and things that should not be lay beyond that wall. I hope I do not catch you beyond that wall. If I do, I would have to... Let us not speak of that. Not here.
She looks at Hunter and she goes, the first time I ever made my best friend sitting in front of you, she motions at Fenrir, was when I discovered that wall. And the creature tried to pull me through.
You were lucky.
Fenrir yawns. This is boring. I want to kill. Mistress, let's kill.
Kadar nods. There is wisdom.
I'm not really sure how or what Fenrir is. The others say he's a familiar born from me, but it doesn't make much sense.
More things that we should not know, nor should we care.
You have encountered these other places. You said that you sensed them before. Where?
There was one under Lynn's office.
It has been dealt with?
It's been dealt with, yeah. Her and Laughing Sam took care of it. There's one under the pub, but the owner of the pub said that wasn't what I thought it was. It was something else he uses. Out of character note, she does not know what a hollow is. It feels the same to mages as the hedge, though.
It is the hedge.
Yeah. She looks at Hunter and Kadar and she goes, the old abandoned subways, there's one there, too.
Well, worker, I would highly recommend do your best to forget these locations. They are not important to you.
She looks at Hunter and she's like, I go with Grub and Lynn to seal them. Because humans tend to ignore the do not enter signs.
You're a mage. Can you not find the link in these energies? The other one I spoke to could do very great things.
She looks at Kadar and she goes, I've only been what I am for a couple of days. I'm still learning. I can find the energies. I can break them up. It just takes me a little longer.
Take me to a place of these dark energies that you have not been to before.
Oh, PJ, you have to make me roll, don't you? Okay, that would be 5 dice. Okay, you'll see she kind of closes her eyes for a minute, and then Fenrir jumps up and takes off running.
I immediately chase Fenrir.
Hunter follows.
She'll get up and she'll follow. Her eyes are still half closed. She opens them enough to make sure she's not tripping or bumping into you guys.
I think speed is based off strength in this game.
Strength,
Yeah.
dexterity plus size.
He's not running like so fast you couldn't keep up with him. He's not running full speed. He's just leading the way.
Cool.
The deeper you guys go in, it comes out to a clearing, and it's a very large white building that says "Welcome to Hell" with an old playground beside it. And you see Dawn immediately stop, and her hands start shaking violently.
Kadar stops. What the fuck?
I don't like this place. You both feel, all of you feel fear coming off of her, and the whole building is covered in the scent of fear.
What the fuck are we looking at?
There's also, even though it looks like summertime everywhere else, here it looks like it's autumn.
This looks like a invasion. This is an offense to my season.
This is where Weave lives, guys.
Who?
Weave, purple hair, works at the pub. She looks like a spider.
Ah, another name you should not know. Gotcha.
No, I look at her. This is where you feel the taint, not the gates.
I'm trying to fill it out. Give me a moment. She'll point towards what looks like a gazebo with rose bushes like overgrowing on it. She goes, "That's where it's coming from."
It's coming from where?
Yeah.
Where did she say it was coming from? Like over by some bushes or something?
It's in the middle of the playground by the house. There is a gazebo that looks decrepit, and like rose bushes are growing all up and over it and everything. And it looks like it's ready to fall apart, but she's pointing at that going, "It's coming from there."
Alright, Kadar, go over there.
When you go over there, you will notice there's a very large hole in the middle of the gazebo,
Uh-huh.
as if the floor fell through due to an earthquake or something, and you can feel the hedge coming up from the hole.
Okay.
I don't like Lol's face for this. Lol looks ready to cry.
Kadar will walk back.
Has
to
anyone
everybody.
ever watched Dune?
Yes.
You feel that these are the same energy as your father's body was?
Yeah, but there's something else mixed with it. Something different.
Hunter would move towards the gazebo.
Yeah. You guys can feel the hedge, but there's something... It feels like it's been defiled in some way beyond what the true Fae could do. Something has touched it that wasn't supposed to. Something not of the state of dreams.
Kadar will look at Hunter. Perhaps we must go through. This will lead us to where they are.
Go ahead, Law, roll that. As you guys do this, though, you will notice Weave has come out of the house and stopped and just stared at you guys. Hi.
I'll wave at Weave.
She'll wave back. She'll walk over. She'll look at Dawn. You ready to seal this place? You think you're up to it? The last one almost killed you.
Kadar shakes his head at Weave. No. This one may be tainted enough to take us to whoever's doing this, and if it is, then we will go and destroy him so that he will stop tainting our places.
Time to take the Equinox Road.
I've got to ask, how did you guys find this place?
We have a wizard.
Don't you?
I know what Dawn is. Dawn and I go to school together. Dawn, how did you find this place? I followed Fenrir. Fenrir is not real, Dawn.
That is entirely very debatable. Kadar says, he seems extremely real to me at the moment.
Oh, wait, you guys could actually see her imaginary friend that she's had since she was like 6?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Weevil just kind of shrugs and she goes, well, if you want a meeting with the Autumn King, he's inside right now.
This is his area. I should probably let him know what I'm going to be doing in his area. Will you
Yeah.
Whatever you think is best, Summer King.
Weevil actually bow politely to Kadar since it is his season. Big Mama and Mr. Slink can be a little cranky if you don't at least tell them you're here.
He looks at Weave. Please tell them that I am coming, and if they could meet me so that I can be about my mission to assist in their area, that would be preferable.
Yeah, she looks at Dawn. She goes, you know how this works. Dawn turns and goes and sits on a tree stump.
Kadar looks to Hunter and says, come. And he starts walking towards their place.
Okay. You guys go in.
Oh, and Kadar, before he leaves, will look at the doctor and says, soon you should pick a court. It will be important.
I would like to do that.
And after the doctor says that, he goes into the place with Autumn.
Okay. I can't find my picture for the Winter King, for the Autumn King. Fuck. Oh,
I
well.
haven't seen the Spring King yet, so I don't know what the other courts
Spring
do.
Queen. We'll show you in a bit. We'll just weave up.
She's a dancing queen.
Dancing queen, young and free, only 17.
Anyway, the weave shows you in. The house looks, for anyone who is familiar with horror movies, their characters are, it looks like it's straight out of a horror movie. It looks old, it looks dusty, there are spider webs everywhere. There's the woman in the kitchen as you pass is a big ogress. She smiles and winks at Kadar while she's leaning over a pot cooking something that smells strangely familiar. Yeah, you get led into an office. I like it. Thanks for that, Jake. She actually sits a bowl down on the counter and like motions to Hunter.
What is it?
Oh, it's meat stew, dearie. I make sure all my little kids are fed well. She pinches Weave's cheek and Weave kind of pulls away.
He smells. Does it smell like people?
It smells like old people.
Kadar's like, I don't eat people anymore.
I just mix it when we're short on other meat, and they died natural. They're not going anywhere. Weave goes, and this is why I don't eat when I'm here, and leads you into an office.
Oh, shit, hang on 1 second. Are you still a people eater?
Are you asking the ogre woman this?
Yeah.
She goes, oh, I eat what I have to eat to survive.
I'll be seeing you soon. Hunter turns and goes with his king.
We've all talked to hunters. They go, she's not allowed to actually hunt them. She has to eat what dies naturally and is donated.
And I care why?
I don't think you care at all. I'm just letting you know the full story. She'll rasp 3 times on the office door before showing you in. It's like dark wood. Like it's molded and painted over kind of dark. And there's a very tall, lean man with a long beard about chest length thin. Relly, and he's got very long, gnarly fingers and pitch black eyes staring at you.
Not until he'd make his way in.
He looks at
behind his
Kadar.
king.
I take it you're the new Summer King? Or is the young thing behind you the new king?
I'm king.
Nice to meet you, Summer. I'm Autumn. You can call me Mr. Slink.
To be blunt, I don't have time. I'm tracking whatever's corrupting our gates. And yours is the most corrupted gate I've seen so far.
Yeah. It first came through there and went to the school.
Well, I'm going to try to track it back through its gate and destroy it.
Alright. I will give you 48 hours, and then Weave and Dawn are sealing that, and you'll have to find another way back through.
Kadar snorts and kind of shrugs. Fine.
He'll look at Hunter. You look like you fit in here. I don't sense as much anger off you as Summer King here.
That is because I am not the Summer King.
All
And
Summer
you must
gives off anger.
You must be blind to my emotion. You are harboring one within your ranks, which should be put to the chopping block.
Oh, you mean Big Mama?
If that is her name.
No one uses real names in Salem. What, did you think someone really named their daughter Weave? And motions at the girl standing beside ya.
Are you trying to antagonize?
You notice he has a very... It's almost like a man with a rat in a maze kind of look on his face as he's watching you. Kadar, you would realize he's just sizing you up. Hunter, I'm not really sure exactly what your wits are, hon. 3, yeah, you can tell he's just trying to size you up.
Yep.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. He'll just kind of smirk and lean back. He goes, be on your business. I have more important things to deal with.
We'll be talking soon.
Whatever you say.
Kadar will smile and turn and leave.
Yep. Hunter will follow.
You can just see trails as you leave of glamour, by the way, going into the office to him, of fear.
That's right.
Basically, he's sitting back there feeding off all the fear in Salem over everything that's been going on and getting nice and fat on it. Someone really needs to knock him down a peg. We've kind of mutters. As Hunter savagely gulps his coffee that magically appears out of nowhere.
We head towards the corrupted area.
You know, when we go to the corrupted area, he'll look at the doctor. If you go in, you only have 2 days to get back out. Autumn is not being very generous, so I am dedicated to doing this. And he looks to you both. He's like, and I wouldn't force anyone to go with me.
I would have it no other way.
Dawn holds her hand out to Weave. Weave nods, hands her a cell phone. She quickly texts something. All right, the detectives know I'm going to be out of town for a minor medical checkup. If they ask, Dr. Carl, you're my physician. And closes the phone.
You're muted, Law.
Yeah, Law knows he's muted.
Okay.
Weave will kind of look around. She goes, if you need me, I can come along. Other than that, I'll just be standing guard out here.
That's fine. Kadar would leave a message with Weave. Can you tell Lynn and some of the others, in case my brother comes looking, that we've gone in here?
Naturally. I'll pass the message on to my little sister to make sure all of Summer knows where you're at, King.
Fine. And then he'll, get on the rickety gazebo.
You'll notice someone has already started tracking it. There's a rope. You can only see about halfway down the rope with how dark it is that has been tied to the gazebo and dropped down it.
All right.
Kadar.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Dawn will
Kadar's
follow
gonna
you
go
guys down as you go. I don't know what Law's doing because he has not said. And I figure that Jake's character is following.
I'll follow.
Of course I follow.
As y'all climb down, it gets darker and darker, and the rope gets slimier and slimier. Then that familiar burning sensation that Jake's character knows near the end of the rope comes into play. Kadar, your hands are now being burned also just as everyone's is, and I need to roll a stamina roll for Dawn.
Is this actual damage, or is this just
It's not actual damage unless you're trying to, grin through the pain and bear it. Because this is like battery acid on your hands. Okay, Dawn is okay.
Kadar has on some stuff that looks normal, but I guess is special. This dragon hide armor and this other thing.
You would feel it, but it's not going to actually leave burn marks on you like it did Jake.
Sure.
I just needed a stamina roll to make sure you didn't let go of the rope.
Sure.
I need to roll for you. I just remembered that. I'm like, why isn't he rolling? Oh, yeah.
So we bite on with our teeth just to be sure. No, we don't. We don't.
Oh, God, Kadar.
What?
You failed, hon. You let go of the rope.
Okay.
1 second. How high does it look up?
How high is... What?
How high does it look to the ground?
The ground is about 4 feet above you to exit the gazebo, and you can't see the bottom.
All right, 1 second. I'm making a check.
Okay, go ahead and make a check. Save
How-
King.
Well, no, I also have a check to make. So.
2 successes. How wide is the gazebo? So how wide is this hole?
It's about 6 feet wide.
All right. Hunter will achieve 2 successes to a Dex Athletics plus willpower. He's going to pull out his sword, slam into the other wall, lean down, reach out, grab Kadar's hand as he's falling, and try and hold him up with full strength.
Oh, okay.
Basically, trying 3 strength, just try and catch him.
Have you already rolled that?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 successes. Yeah, you catch him, you kind of grunt, and he slides you down the rope some when you catch him because of how big compared to you he is. But you manage to hold him at the very tippy end of this rope. You have no idea if the bottom of this rope, though, reaches the bottom of this hole. And you notice Dawn is above you guys, and she's crawled down some and is gone. Should I start lighting it up?
Yeah. And Kato will try to hold on to the rope, grab the rope.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bandage my hands and hope that I can squeeze.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. The next thing you see is her drop a ball of fire. It's not going to burn like real fire, sorry. Past you, Hunter, towards the bottom. Kadar, you would see it also because it's about 10 inches from your face.
Sure. Is Fenrir like flying, or is he not coming down?
Fenrir comes down, but he's inside Dawn right now.
Okay.
Oh my.
He's a spiritual familiar. Shut up, Jake. You perv. He's basically a piece of her soul. I'll get you later. So this fire goes down about another 5.5 feet before it hits the bottom, and all you see on the bottom is a red ball beside the fire and the black vine stuff everywhere, and there's these weird stone wallings down there that have been written in something on.
1 second, how far does it look down?
About 5.5 feet.
I fucking dropped the king.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucking
It's not like a super far fall, but at the same time, no light before, so I was having fun fucking with you a little bit.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay. Dawn will get about to you on the rope, Hunter, and then ask if she can use your arm to drop down the rest of the way.
Sure.
She doesn't want to just, like, crawl over you, so she'll actually swing off on your arm and drop down.
Yep, Hunter will just drop down afterwards.
She kind of makes a oof noise and gets up and dusts herself off. Okay,
Cool.
she's gonna
I can
look
look
up
around.
at the doctor.
Oh shit.
He's trying to shimmy down.
What is the doctor's dex?
Let's see.
He's got a lot of decks, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got nine decks.
I've got 4
That's a-
deaths.
I'm
That's
not gonna make you roll it.
cool, because he's got a lot of decks.
I was gonna say if he had really low dex, I was gonna make him roll it just to see what happened. But he's got
Yeah.
fucking high dex.
Yeah, the doctor is awesome.
In his own way. Dawn is now like walking around the red orb by her fire, and she's like, "This is giving off that smell, the taint." That's what she calls it, but that's the best description to it because it smells disgusting. It smells defiled. It smells like it's something beyond rotting. To Hunter, to those who are not, keen on their senses for food, you just see a very red orb that gives you a odd, creepy feeling.
This place smells of death. It's disgusting.
Death, soot, fire, and if cold had a smell, cold.
Anyone need a bandage, a wet nap, a gas mask?
Don will look at the doctor. A joint. A swig of whiskey.
Shall we
I don't think you
continue?
need morphine right now. Yeah. I nod with Hunter.
Yeah, don't give me the morphine until I get really bad. You notice she's pulled out a keyring and she's clicking it as she walks around and she's looking at the symbols. There's not much in here to see beyond these items. Whatever was the hedge originally has been completely overgrown by these black vines. There's a small hole to the left with something giving off glamour in it, but you're not sure what that is. You can't see anything but like the glamour coming out of the hole.
Whatever's in that hole needs to die now, or get out of here.
It's just giving off glamour.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go check see what it is.
The hole is about the size of your fist. Your
Okay.
human fist, not your ogre fist. So, you can either reach in and see what it is, or you can get down and look in and see what it is, or you can try to get the doctor to pull it out.
I'll reach in.
Okay. Where are my notes? There are my notes. The first thing we need to do is make a stamina roll. You're fine. You feel a small warm sensation, and it's like a small prick, like something poked you, but it didn't break skin. As you pull it out, and it's like some kind of orb with bands of what looks like silver on it, and there are pictures, like hieroglyphic style on it, and then the word Arcadia on it.
Does that look like a fetch heart?
Does it what?
Does it look like a fetch heart?
No.
Mhm.
It does look like something that does not belong in this world. Like, I'm trying to find the right word. It looks almost like something you would find on the more expensive end of a goblin market. Or something you would find in, like, the collection of, the Ice Queen and her library of relics and books.
Hunter will look at the good doctor. Are you going to eat that?
Lol, we can't hear you.
Eat it? Why would you?
Kira
It
reaches back.
It seriously just looks like a gem with silver bands giving off glamour to most of y'all.
Okay.
Let me tell you a little story.
Can you roll my occult, Jess? Occult and intelligence, I guess.
Yeah, I can. You have no occult, but you do have 2 intelligence.
Oh,
One dice. Woo!
yeah.
You do not get any successes.
I put it in my bag. My satchel. I'm like, okay.
Dawn looked at it and she goes, Alright, so you notice Dawn has stopped. She's like run her hands over the symbols on the wall and she's muttering, "That looks familiar. No, that's in the wrong place. I can't mean what it says."
What does it say?
It's odd. It's like no language I know, but it's like all languages. Some of these words make no sense, and then others it's like, what? I don't know what it. She stops. No, that word got people mad. She'll walk over to Hunter and she'll hold out a piece of paper and she'll write Gentry on it. This word repeats. She'll then rip up the paper. I don't like it. It feels dirty.
It is dirty.
It mentions something about a war between them and whatever brought that, and she points at the red orb. Something about keeping the balance and mortals, and that's about all I can translate.
Can you mask yourself, shield yourself? Can you emit
Yes.
do that now, please. Otherwise, I'm going to have to break your neck.
Okay. That's 6 count as success on that spell, so that was 5 successes. She forms her magic shield on self.
Alright.
Hey, big guy. All I did was translate, so I'm sorry if it offended or was an inappropriate word.
It is not the word that is inappropriate. It is the fact you are a beacon of glamour in an otherwise bleak world.
She looks at you.
If something is already in here, it knows we're here because you are here. Where we are empty, you are not.
She looks at you. She goes, "That's not how it works for my kind. I'm not glamour or whatever that is."
If I can taste you, so can they.
Taste what?
More things that you do not know and should not know.
You're talking like my cousins.
Basically, think of it as different wavelength.
Okay.
Glow,
Doesn't
but not
it,
in regular visual light.
I'm gonna say something. Does this have anything to do with the magic stuff you guys do? Is that
Yes.
okay, then I don't need to know anymore. I'll stick with my energy. You stick with yours. I'll be fine. Whatever was here though that you're so worried about, I doubt it's here anymore. Something's drained the life out of everything here.
It's not about that, but we need to continue. Let us pull the thumbs out of our asses.
Haven't heard that saying in a while. She goes, "So how are we going to get through these vines down to whatever? I mean, my fire doesn't physically burn things. I mean, at least not that fire. I could, do something else, but that would involve y'all leaving first. Because I don't want to hurt you guys."
With that, Hunter shrugs and follow me.
She keeps her shield up, but she follows Hunter a little bit at a distance.
Alright.
And she kind of looks back for the doctor and Kadar. She kind of doesn't want to be alone with Hunter at the moment.
Kadar will do what he says.
Hang on one second. Winter Masks, page 19. I'm using Koku's Ruse again.
Okay, what are you doing with it? I'm not going to make you
Um,
roll again since you've already rolled once for it in the scene.
Basically, I'm convincing that this place that I am one of its residents and I can bypass its security.
This place is. It doesn't believe you.
All right, so
Like it quivers a little, like it's gonna respond, but then it stops, and the red orb like latches on, and kind of
hang on.
melds with the
All right,
spot with the vines.
hang on. So yep, the contract's just going to auto fail.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Does it look like the orb is what's stopping us from getting in?
The vines and the orbs have completely covered the hedge entrance.
Okay.
They've completely covered and blocked it off. Whatever this is does not want anything going through the hedge.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Well, what does it look like? Is it like? Is it just vegetation?
It looks like normal black vegetation, but you know from touching it experience that it's not that. And it smells diseased. And it's connected to this red orb thing in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. Then
I'm-
then I'm using another contract on it then.
Okay? Use as many of your contracts as you want to use in this scene.
All right. Blessing the Burrow. Basically, I'm willing the wolves away.
Roll.
I'm basically excavating a 5x5, 5x5 cube of whatever it is away from in front of me as I'm moving towards it.
Sadly, I forgot you had that contract, so do what rolls or what you need to do spend-wise, and let's see how this works for you.
All right.
Making my job harder as an ST, you motherfucker. Two successes, re-roll your 10.
Yep. So in other words, I can move about 10 foot into it.
Okay. You start walking forward, and as it moves away from you, due to your contract, like it's like a door opening for you. It's best description I could give. There are actually steps that go down through this part of the hedge.
Okay.
Like someone has gone in and out of here repeatedly, and your best guess would probably be Mr. Slink did it.
Okay. Yep. I'm just pushing aside the.
Kadar gets down and like crawls through the hole.
Dawn looks. You feel fear and anger off her. She looks at Hunter. Should I wait here or should I come? You get.
Can you hide your emotion? Can you disguise it with your power?
Yes.
Do that and come.
Okay. You get 2 glamour again off her because mage glamour's more yummy for you guys.
I facepalm.
Shush. Yeah. You notice she goes completely blank. You can't, like, besides her facial expression, you can't feel any of her glamoury emotions.
Good.
She'll actually start talking in Atlantean, muttering, "Child's play, challenge me."
Yep. Hunter will I guess, lead.
You are the slipperiest of the gentlemen. I'm the most thirsty. Anyway, the good doctor, are you taking up the rear? Are you going before Dawn? You going in front of everyone? What?
I'm following with the group, the Grizzle. I'm not getting left behind in this hellhole.
You will notice not only has she gone completely blank emotionally, she still has her magic bubble fit shield up. Because fuck you guys.
1 second. Hunter will look back at the party behind him. Okay, so the next group of wards. Can you guys handle it?
I will see.
Good.
The next thing you see looks like normal hedge, actually. It doesn't look like it's been tainted at all. And the vines have stopped right beside it, and there are scorch marks between it and the vines, as if something has combated it there.
Shit's burned, yo.
Maybe we will not have to stay here. Maybe there is one here who has been combating it who can give us clues as to where we can find it. Because the taint has stopped here.
You will notice the symbols on the walls have also formed English welcome changelings and child of Atlantis.
That is not a good sign. We should definitely take that red orb and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Fuck. You guys weren't supposed to know that.
No, what?
What the fuck is going on here? I mean, besides nightmares.
I'm guessing she's meaning that we were not supposed to know that she was an Atlantean.
Oh no, she knows a bit more about us, and we know a bit more about her.
She
Too
rolls
much is
her
already
eyes.
fucking known right now.
She rolls her eyes at Hunter. The only thing I knew was nicknames and how you look. As you go further in, you also will notice there is goblin fruit down here, and there are these pretty rainbow-colored blossoms everywhere with vicious, like, long black thorns in the middle.
Alright, I have a question.
Yes.
Legitimate question? Has something with weird 7 to 10 been here recently, within a day?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm going to attempt to track it.
Okay.
We tracking Trufe, niggas.
Yep. Because it's got... hang on here.
Actually, the NPC for this part I pulled from the book is not a Trufe, it's a hobgoblin, but it does have weird 7 for some reason.
Alright, it has weird 7? Sweet. Because under Shaping the Hedge, I have a plus... changes with that sort of weird are easy to track in the hedge. Like, exceptionally easy.
Yeah, roll
So
your
3.
tracking.
Hang on 1 second, let me just grab my dice.
All I'm imagining right now is a good doctor clinging to his medical bag going, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road.
All I'm thinking of is C-3PO. We're doomed.
That's cool. Hey, guess I'm going to
Okay.
make some headway.
I picked
You
all
actually...
that goblin fruit.
Okay, you pick it up, put it in your bag. I'll tell you later what kind it is. Y'all can split it up however you want. As you get through tracking it, you come to a clearing, and someone has rolled out like what you're gonna assume is a rug, and there's a set of chairs set down and a table at it, and then there's a bunch of different goods scattered across it, and there's a big, smiled, gnarly-toothed hobgoblin at the table. Goes, goods, trade your goods.
What are you, beast?
Can't you tell I'm a goblin?
Anybody else see what I'm seeing?
Yes.
I am never smoking again. The goblin looks over at Kadar and goes, "Oh, you're nice and hot. We don't
Oh
get a lot
god,
of
another
hot."
one.
Everybody is after you today, man.
No,
Taylor
not.
shrugged.
He looks at Kadar and shakes his head. Not like that. It's normally cold. But it's nice and hot now that you've come in the area. Do you want to trade?
What do you have?
It goes, I have all sorts of things. Human things. Changeling things. He pulls a curtain higher over or something and goes, some goods that are not ready to be shown things.
Do you have something of whatever made that? And he points to the blackness.
No. That's dark. No. Gnarltooth won't even touch that. That burns. And he holds up his hands that have been, like, messily bandaged. Oh, I know. Would you like a feather? Feathers are fun, and he holds up a very large black feather.
What is that?
It is a feather of the Lady of Salem. Whatever Salem is.
He like furrows his brows and looks at everybody.
Dawn makes a butterfly wing pattern with her hands at you.
She was, I whisper over to Hunter, I think she was the true one that they dispatched.
Yeah, they did something. Made her human again. She left, though. But her feathers are collectibles now. You want? And he's, like, pushing it at you, trying to get you to just take it and leave.
No.
Oh, okay. And he puts down teeth. You want teeth? And he holds up a bowl of what the doctor can see are children's teeth. Hi, Tico. Hi. What are you doing on the hobgoblin? Hold on, I need to look. I wish you would talk. It makes it easier.
I'm checking his hands.
He's got like the parts you can see through the bandages between them are 3rd-degree burns. Under the bandages, it's completely black burnt.
I'll keep my tongue hold.
He stops. Oh, I know what you want. You have Pretty Lady with you. And points at Dawn. You trade her to me, and I give you as much as you want from table.
It's not gonna happen.
Kadok rubs his face. And he looks at Dawn and smiles and says, no, thank you.
Oh, but she would fetch such a good price on other side. I will break you, little man, is all you hear out of Dawn.
That's a good point. We can mend you. As I look directly at the hobgoblin.
Yes, Master didn't like that the veins hurt. You notice he calls them veins, not vines. They bleed when you cut them, did you notice?
I don't think we cut them.
Yeah, your normal knife did not work on it.
Kadar will go over to one of them, to one of the black vine things, and he'll grab it and attempt to just rip it off.
Okay, we need to do a stamina roll because it is battery acid filling. Damn.
Can I?
You still hold on to it, and you manage to try and rip it, but all it does is stretch like it's made out of rubber.
No. I'm using a power.
Okay, what power are you using? Next time, talk faster.
Ogre's Rending Grip. It's specifically for removing such things, and it is free.
I know what it's for.
Okay, and I'm going to like savagely reduce its durability.
It starts to stretch out like it's rubber, but it manages to finally give away and rip from the mass, and it bleeds blue and dark red blood. It smells like blood to Hunter, that's why I'm calling it that, all over the place, and you hear a squeal like high-pitched shrill noise when you do it.
I take a sample.
I look over at her and I'm like, Fenrir, can you get a scent from this so we can find it?
You will notice it actually drops like orb of light style from her body and forms Fenrir, and then trots over there and starts sniffing. By the way, Doc, he used Materialize so you can see Fenrir now too. But the hobgoblin is freaking out and has climbed up a tree, screaming, "No, no, no! Bad doggy bites!"
Is there anything that looks like really sweet or cool there, though?
He's got some weapons and what looks like clothing on the table.
Hunter, what the hell was that?
Kadar tests the clothing to see if it's like anything mystical or magical, or if it's just clothes.
It's hedge-spun silk clothing. Other than that, you know.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
The knives look like they're different, though. They're like a blue metal. And they give off glamour. The hobgoblin is screaming, "No, still, trade," from the tree. He won't come back down, though, now that Fenrir is out.
He does, Kadar does not steal anything. He looks stuff over, but just puts it, after he looks it over for a second, he puts it back down.
And Dawn
if he can get sent.
Dawn looks at the doctor and goes, "Fenrir lives inside of me. He's my one and only best friend. We've been friends since I went near that first... What was it called?" She looks at Hunter. "The Thorns. Whatever, when I was 6. And the nightmares tried to take me."
I'm going to look around and see if anyone else is cool with what the hell just happened out of her mouth.
Oh, Kadar didn't seem at all phased.
Yeah. They've already seen Fenrir. They just didn't see him materialize out of her before.
It's good enough for the courts. It's good enough for me.
and I don't think Hunter really cares. Hunter's trying to find what he gets to kill down here.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk over to the hobgoblin and try to offer him a hand so he can get down.
He looks at you with big yellow eyes and says, "No, come down. Bad wolfy dog."
It's not going to hurt any of us. And that includes you.
Stays in tree where it's safe. Dogs can't climb.
Whatever keeps you comfortable.
Just take what you want and go.
No, he said I could take what I wanted?
Yeah, he just said take what you want and go.
We want information.
Information for information. Or kill Bad Doggy and I'll give you what you want.
I'm sorry, but you made a pledge.
He looks
Actually,
at
no,
you.
you did not. Well, you said that we can take what we want. I'm willing to take what I want, that information from you.
Bad trade! Bad trade!
What if I fix your hands? Would you give us some information then?
Gnarl's too human. Fine. Just put the Bad Doggy away.
I'll lean down to Fenrir. Have you gotten the scent?
He'll look around, he'll nod. Share scent with mistress, is what he'll say.
Okay.
Which he'll walk off. He'll actually do like a little snort at the hobgoblin. You'll see the goblin crawl higher into the tree.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're all friends here.
New girl look familiar. Girl got away once. Girl fetch pretty price. Fire hair pretty.
Kadar walks up and punches the tree, and I'm using display of Grandoy Smite for free.
Yeah. You see, he actually falls out of the tree and he's whimpering. He goes over to Hunter and sits at Hunter's feet.
I'm gonna try to
Hunter's
catch him
been
with
the
the death
nicest.
roll.
He's like crying at Hunter's feet. He is a pathetic little creature who reeks of weird.
Kada, can I kill it?
No
It
one's
has not
killing
given me-
anything.
It's run
It-
away from Hunter now, and it's clinging to the doctor.
You will give the information the dog has gone away.
He's glaring at Dawn.
Unless you want me to hit you with the tree, you will give the information.
What information? Gnarly never falls back on trade.
What did that?
I don't know what it's called. Dark, gross thing, blubbery. Formed man, but wasn't man.
What does the? Did it take a form? It formed a man. What did that man look like?
Shadow.
Like a shadow man.
Did that man trade with you?
Yes.
What did he give you?
He'll actually scamper off, and he'll come back and hand you something that looks like a leather book.
What did you give him?
A map.
Of
Of the lady's town. He also wanted her bird cage. I gave him that too.
What
He
is that?
also wanted a shard of Winter Quartz mirror. I was amazed. I even got that out. But yeah, he got those 3 items in trade for that book. That book, by the way, reeks of anger, sorrow, pretty much every emotion but Spring Court, and it's got about 23 glamour points in it.
Hunter will look it over to make sure it's not like trapped before handing it to Kada.
It's not trapped.
Cater will put that in the bag, and then he'll take out what he assumes to be the shard of Wintermere. Yes.
He looks at that orb. No, that's not the shard. The
What is
shard
this?
looks like a normal mirror. That looks like something from that way. And he points down a path.
Cater will put it back up.
That shouldn't have been there. That's not good. The masters have been close to y'all. Can Gnarly go now? He's still clinging to the doctor like a little kid would.
He looks at the doctor. And what do you say?
He's free to do as he wishes, isn't he?
And he'll look to Hunter. And what do you say?
This thing deals with them. This thing knows them. I am bound to destroy them and their agents, especially the cowards.
But Gnarly was good. Gnarly stays right here in the thorns like he's supposed to. He's backing away from you guys now.
Redemption.
As he's backing away, he also steps on that curtain. It comes down, and it is a cage with children in it.
Well, damn.
Initiative!
We go we're going right in 2 rounds.
Yep.
Okay,
Complete
everyone
black and
roll
white
your
moral decision.
initiative. Okay, PJ's initiative is
Woo! 17!
8 for PJ.
It's actually 14.
What?
Yeah, because that pledge that I made.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting about that pledge. Somebody make a note in the chat for me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me do Dawn's real quick now. Not that y'all will probably need her, but just in case.
I have an initiative mod of 8, so 17? Is that right?
I mean, that's what 9 and 8 makes.
Okay. It's my first time rolling a new WAD initiative, so.
Okay. Now that we have all of that established, we will also make a roll for the Hobgoblin. His initiative is a 11.
Do
So-
guns work in the hedge?
Sometimes.
Okay, so Little Hunter gets to go first. Actually, no, wait. You both have a 17.
I got plus 11.
What's your plus, Law?
8.
Okay, yeah, Hunter goes first.
What's your defense?
The Hobgoblin's defense is a 4.
Hunter will move alongside, and side the head.
Yeah.
Roll stamina.
Okay, none. You'll notice he takes that damage. He's on the ground crying, and he starts to look towards the others to beg for mercy.
Well, actually, 1 second. At this stage, he's taken.
I know he's got a lot of.
Alright, so he's taken 12 lethal, which will probably
Yeah,
wrap around to Ag.
Yeah, I've got this covered. He's like one more hit dead. He's not a hard creature to kill. I actually did not expect you guys to fucking fight him at all. Because he's just a fucking traitor. Traitor, not traitor. He actually starts crawling towards Dawn, like
Actually,
meekly.
one second. So I hit him. What's his counter?
Yeah, what does Carl do while this goblin's trying to crawl away towards Dawn and beg for mercy?
I'm going to pick him up in my arms so that he is easily able to be hit by anyone in the group. Because he trusts me.
It's a cuddle.
Ah. Oh, let's see. It's the Hobgoblin's turn. Hobgoblin. Well, no, it's PJ's turn. PJ's 14. Sorry, I was looking at my chart. PJ,
That's cool.
it's your turn.
I know. I give kind of like a guttural scream, and I'm going to try to knock his fucking head off.
Okay.
So first I'm going to spend a glamour that she so generously gave me back. And roll 10 dice.
Ten dice, you motherfucker.
It's my reflexive power.
I need to nerf you.
No! Get out of here!
Oh.
Okay, I got one
What was
success.
that you were saying about nerfing?
Yeah.
Calm down. Sometimes the dice just go against you. Alright, so I have 1 extra strength now. So
Okay.
I'll just roll 10 dice to hit him. You say you need a nerf. I'm just using the level 1 of my power. I haven't even done anything.
Let me re-roll those 10s and then we'll talk.
Well, yeah.
All right. 5 successes.
5 lethal.
Your hand goes through the poor hobgoblin's skull.
Into the doctor.
His
My
blood.
turn.
You stop just enough that you nick the doctor's skin, and the doctor is now coated in this poor, pathetic hobgoblin's blood.
Oh yeah, the doctor can feel when he grazes you, his skin is just like so hot. It's ridiculous.
It's like
Oh
your
my.
fist was like a knife through hot butter for this hobgoblin.
Yeah, the doctor like drops the body and just starts like wiggling and shaking around like someone threw a hot coal at him.
The children look at you very empty-eyed and dazed.
Does anyone know if they're still them?
I see only human when I look at them.
I meant psychologically.
I cannot fix that, but I can give them
Uh,
back.
Dawn walks over to him. She's knilled down in front of the cage. Is there a knife on that table? If so, could you give it to me?
Kato's gonna go up and he's just gonna like brute rend like the thing off.
That works too. She'll look at Kadar and go, "Thank you." One of the kids immediately crawls out and has run over and hugged Hunter. Hunter probably does not know how to handle the situation, but a small creature is hugging you.
I will try and step back awkwardly.
The kids, for the most part, they seem a little traumatized. They're gonna need some therapy, but other than that, they're okay. Physically, they've all had their tongues cut out.
Kato shakes his head. Doctor, he says, "Doctor, gather the children." And he'll lean down to the doctor and grab him by the arm. And don't forget
He's away from the
about
computer.
what. Okay, cool. Well, then instead, he tells him to gather the kids, and Kato's going to take like this guy's all of his like glamored weapons and put them in his bag.
Yep. It looks like Summerhead now has an armory.
We were sorely lacking before. This is good. And he'll take the silk spun hedge stuff too. He'll actually probably just roll up the guy's blanket and then take all of his shit.
Yeah. The only thing that you notice, besides the path he pointed at, is you changelings can actually tell that path from this area down that path is no longer hedge. It is actually Arcadia.
Alright then.
Equinox Road. Right, yes, I suppose I'll try and start ushering the children away from Arcadia.
Yeah, assuming that the doctor will help corral the children and I take all the shit, I guess I will then try to
Yes.
make the things move, like by manipulating the hedge to get back out.
Also,
Okay.
did we get that red orb thing that was in the vines?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You make it back to the beginning. You notice the vines that were in that room had started trying to grow over the rope y'all came down on. And you notice Dawn's little fireball has been floating around randomly in the room. So, I don't think those kids are going to cling to a painful rope to get out of here.
I'll climb up. Kada, you throw, I catch.
Or we could just.
I can lift them.
Yeah.
It'll be one at a time, but I can take them up, either physically on my back or other ways.
Same here. Anybody want bandages for the way up?
If one of y'all could be at the top to catch the child as I lift it, that would be great.
Kadar will be using this time, instead of the one that reduces durability, he'll be flexing and showing how badassly strong he is, so he can do it for free, and just going to toss Hunter up to the top, and I automatically gain my weird as strength.
I'm not even fucking rolling that right now.
Oof! 10 dice. Strength, just strength. I'm so strong.
That's why you're king, Kane.
I'll just like to point out that with that strength, you can lift about 1,500 pounds.
So I just hope.
Okay, from what I'm reading, this is instant. I don't have to roll.
Praise the Summer King.
You will notice, I see that a couple of the children have actually started to float. Don has a little bit of a nosebleed as they are slowly floating up to Hunter, who is regaining his composure at the top of the well with a weave going, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna put some gauze in her nose and maybe give her something to, like, clot her blood better. Maybe something to increase her blood capacity.
Alright, Ogre Boy, Kadar, if you want to put some of the kids on your back and climb at this point, I'm sure you're strong enough you could do it.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Well, first I'm gonna toss not where I threw my buddy, but I'm gonna toss to the side all of that gear that we took from that one guy.
Okay. It lands. Luckily, Weave was on the other side. She kind of yells, "What the fuck?" as the bag flies up over the edge.
So, did we take that orb, or is it still on the ground? The other orb?
I thought y'all took it.
Okay. So,
Okay.
I thought the orb that I got was blue and silver.
You got
Yeah.
the blue and silver.
Okay,
I
who took
I thought Jake took the red one.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
No?
It's in the king's hand.
Okay, then I have that one as well.
Okay. As you guys make your way back up, you hear a low growling noise, and the gazebo is actually rattling violently. There's only 4 kids with you, by the way. The kids have moved off the gazebo, and they're like huddled around Weave and some of the play equipment around it. And as soon as you're off the gazebo, it completely collapses inward into the hole.
Oh. That was convenient.
I don't think something wants us coming back down there.
Kadar says, "Doctor, keep track of the kids," and he starts marching right over to the Autumn King's place.
Okay.
I start doing a head count.
All 4 kids are there. Weave is like calming them down. They're like wordlessly crying because, no tongues.
I can't fix that.
Weave looks at you and goes, couldn't we make them something?
Make them what?
Something, anything to use to replace their tongues. We can't exactly put them in families without, explaining what happened if we don't give them something.
I need to make time to make a prosthetic. You think having a tooth in you the wrong size is bad? Imagine having the wrong size tongue. Oh, this is gonna take time.
Hunter, what are you doing? Are you following Kadar?
I'm following my glorious king.
Don will actually stop at the porch and sit down and wait for you. Weave and her are talking. You go inside. Big Mama has a table full of what looks like kids ranging from 5 to 16 eating soup and bread and drinking what smells like Kool-Aid. You all know what's in the soup. As you walk past, you notice Mr. Slink has a very orgasmic face on as he's leaning back smiling and just soaking up all the fear that he's still soaking up at the moment.
Hey!
Yes, Summer King, welcome back.
Get your ass up and get out of here. Get all your people and leave.
Do I come into your court holdings and tell your people to leave?
No, I don't want your court holdings. You have a direct route.
Actually, as he's talking, my hand goes up. Yep, and continue talking.
Okay. You have a direct route towards Arcadia, leading to this spot, this very convenient spot.
I know. What,
And you
did my sills break? Did my slave unblock the clearing?
Hadar shakes his head. Something came through. Not just the bad thing. I found this, and he pulls out the blue Orby special thing.
Oh.
They've been through.
Sit
one
down, Mr.
Actually, 1 second. Hunter will look at Kato, then at the Autumn King. That hob was your slave?
That hobgoblin was friends with my slave. Was my slave not there? Girl looks about 14. Beast girl has a shaved head.
You take changeling slaves?
I don't like the term. She uses it. Not nice finger there, dear.
Hunter looks at Kato for a moment.
Kadar is looking somewhat in disbelief, and the color of his skin, like he's normally like pretty tan
Let
dude.
me explain.
It's turning
It is
a deep shade of red.
It is the term she called herself before she was taken, and she refuses to stop using it.
And if one has passed through, why would you not take your people to greater safety?
I'm strongest where the biggest amount of fear is. My people don't live here, I do.
He kind of shakes his head in
He
disbelief.
points at the orb you're holding and goes, "That belongs to Mr. Crane. He has not been in Salem in 6 years. He stole it off his keeper." Mr. Slink is just looking at you guys getting angry.
Kadar still looks like a deep shade of red, but he says, "It was wrong of me to come in and order you in your home. You lead Autumn as you see fit, for as long as you can hold it."
Yep. And he leans back and he goes back to soaking up the glamour. You notice he has very surreal colored eyes, and out of character note, you guys would know his weird is very high. He's got about a 6 in weird. Do take some food on your way out. Big Mama makes the most delicious chocolate cake. No human, of course.
Kadar turns and walks out.
As you see, like, the doctor, like, try and open the door as you open the door. The stew.
Yes, the stew is people.
Right, but
Kadar.
hear me out on this. Hear me out on
Actually,
this.
one second. So Hunter calls out, Kato.
Yeah.
I will
Yes.
not tolerate anyone who deals with slaves, who continues and allows cannibalism. This is not on you. This is not on you, my king. He walks towards the Autumn King.
Kadar will stop and he will like grab Hunter by the arm.
Yep.
We need to talk first.
King, please, if I may. The Tums, they still could be used.
The Autumn King looks at you and goes, "We don't like the way they taste. Did you want them for your own dish?"
No, but it would be possible with a little glamour to say, transfer them to the children.
Tell Big Mama you want them, or else we're just going to throw them away.
Thank you.
I never understood this weakness people have for children. He mutters as y'all walk out of the room.
Kadar is definitely barely restrained anger.
Yeah, I know. Mr.
Hunter is dragged out of the room by his king.
Weave is looking very apologetically to you. She goes, we wait for a true king, is what she whispers to Kadar and Hunter.
When we get outside, you cannot kill and supplant that king without another being ready to take his place. And the next most powerful one is Big Mama. Weaver is not ready. Oh, who says wrong?
When you're outside, Weave says wrong. Big Mama is not one of our strongest members. We have someone stronger.
Who?
Your friend, the old man.
Yes, that is my point. Big Mama is the next strongest one that is here at this moment. We will get my brother and we will come back. Autumn Court's direction has... The leaves have blown the wrong direction, and weakness and whatever Slink is now is just disgusting me. We will have vengeance. Wrath will be served.
So I try to go back in and politely ask for the Tums, please.
Big Mama says she will give you the tongues on one boon condition. You have to take one of her daughters out for an evening on the town.
I've never been good with any of that. Does anyone know how to socialize? I am a wizened. We are known for being horrible with other people.
That's great, because she's a wizened also.
Oh my.
Her name is Stump. You'll have fun. And she pats your shoulder and hands you a bowl of tongues.
As I look over to the Summer King, it's like, is this how a prostitute feels?
Summer, even though you said like a really pretty funny quip, like Summer, they both seem to be just like this large internal struggle to like not go in and rage all over this place.
I was kind of hoping out of character that would be like the extra straw on the camel's back.
So as the doctor goes outside with this bowl of tongues, you guys will notice Weave has actually started using some of her threads, bandage style, to bandage what she can on the children that she sees at like little cuts and stuff.
I'm actually going to need your help with that. As he talks to the mage. It's going to be difficult to make this acceptable for that.
Dawn,
As-
Dawn looks at Weave and all the changelings. She goes, "Okay, I know someone who can help you way better than me on that category. You with the injecting and making life compatible with life, that's not really my thing. You need a necromancer."
But we want the children alive.
She works with living children. She makes she gives them new body parts when they've been in bad accidents and stuff.
That sounds about as right as you can get.
You've met her before if you went to the block party. You know that social worker from Child Protective Services? That's who I'm talking about.
All right.
Lynn.
Dawn will take the doctor and she'll leave the summer court with Weave, which
Oh.
will pick up.
Oh no, I can't go. I have to get fucked.
Okay. So the children can go with the doctor. I don't think the king really cares because if he wants to check up on the children, all he has to do is slam the doctor around and be like, "Show me the children."
The king does not do that. He uses his words first.
You
Yeah.
use your words first, but I've seen you come close to those big fists. Hunter, Weave offers to take you and the king to the pub for real food and not gross, evil things that Big Mama cooks.
Hunter, trust me. I want to destroy what's here as bad as you do. But we cannot leave them in chaos when they are so close to the precipice.
Now that I know what's down there fully, I overheard y'all talking. I don't want Grub coming around here alone anymore.
You will not be.
If she wants to meet up and have a family event, I'll take her somewhere else, farther from here.
The only reason they're not all dead already is the mercy of our king.
She'll nod. I don't even think Big Mama has told those kids what's in the soup.
I have no doubt.
She is first on my list.
I'm starting to see the light of summer.
I used to be part of Summer. It's a pretty good court.
There is nothing glamorous. There is nothing glorious about what we do. We do what we do because it needs to be done.
And we will fulfill our duty. And with that, he will usher Weave and Hunter and take their spoils. And I guess we'll wrap scene.
Yeah, because we've been at it for a while.
Yep. As
You'll all
Hang on
go
one
to
second,
the
one
pub to
second.
get drunk. and
One
eat.
second, we may get Jake.
Okay, we'll wait for other Jake. We'll say while y'all are waiting, because you since the old man was coming, we've pulled out a few candy bars and stuff and passed them among the children. And it
Okay.
has offered Hunter one. They're not like normal chocolate bars. They're like granola candy bars.
so who do I have to go on a date with now?
Let me guess. Big Mama's trying to hook Stump up with you.
That
She's
was
a
the
wizened.
name, yeah.
She's a wizened to the spring court.
There's a spring court?
There's a court for everything.
Okay. What should I know?
They're all about ecstasy.
Alright, never mind. He's a bit busy right now.
Okay.
All right. Well, then
And she'll go, I have to start my shift at the pub. Let's go. I'll give you all free meals.
yeah.
You don't mind
And-
steak, do you?
He grins with his pointy teeth. It sounds delicious.
Shall we NC?
Yes.
Yes.